What's good, Wheaties? Welcome to another episode of Wheat Queens. I didn't like it. What's good, Wheaties? Welcome to another episode of Wheat Queens. Nope. How do I remain both enthusiastic and myself? It's not...
That's your whole life.
What's good, Wheaties? Welcome to another episode of Wheat Queens. It's me, Hailey.
And I'm Jolene.
Yes, you are.
And we're your co-hosts. Welcome to the week of January 26th to February 1st.
Episode 4, baby. Thank you guys so much for the support you've given us. And thank you for coming back and giving us more listens. We love it.
Alright guys, today we're going to be talking about dogs. Because, there's not a whole lot going on here at the end of January. January is a really boring month in terms of, events, news, shopping. Anybody who works in retail is just like, this is the worst month. That in February for, customers. But that also means you don't actually have to do a lot when you're at work, which is great.
January is crawl back into the womb month. You don't come back out until Valentine's Day.
Well, that's one way to think about it.
I think so.
Alright, so dogs. As you guys know from listening to previous episodes, we both have them. We love them. They're little furry babies.
Do you like other animals too, or just dogs?
I like some other animals. I don't like cats. I like other people's cats,
It's fine.
I have a friend, she's got 2 cats. And, that's fine.
Shout out to Charlie and Cooper. We love you both. Beautiful boys.
Yeah, they're fine just from a distance. I don't ever want to have cats.
I want to have a cat.
That's gross.
Side note, I have a mild cat allergy. And yet, I want a cat. But I love my dog. My parents are not cat people. So, it was a dog for us. And I'm okay with it because I love her.
See, I've only ever had dogs. It's we're just serial dog owners. My mom has had dogs, 7 dogs before she moved out. And, when I was born, she had a dog. Then that one dog died and we got another dog. We just always have dogs. So I'm a dog person all the way. How did you get your dog?
Well, there's this, the guy that owns Warlock Tattoo?
Yeah. Not personally, but...
Not personally. Well, I know him personally now. Because his wife sold us our dog. And when we first met her, she was very small. She's a chunky girl. If anyone's seen her, she's chunky.
She's a real loaf of bread.
Yeah, an entire unit. And she just, when we first saw her, she was, the size of my hand.
Aww.
She was so tiny. And we'd just, hold her. And that's all we would do. We'd just be like, wow. And she was just, all skin, too.
All skin?
Yeah.
That's
how those kind of dogs are.
Would you pick her up by her scruff?
Sometimes. Not, when she was a puppy.
I can still do that with my dog.
Well, I don't like to do it now because she doesn't like it.
No, she doesn't like him. Neither does mine. But, you can still do it. She's still that small. I don't recommend it. I'm just saying, it's a possibility.
How did you get Gizmo?
So I started looking for a dog when I was still in high school. 'Cause, see, my family dog right now.
What's his name?
His name is Crackers.
Incredible.
Is it?
Yes. Remember when you were a child and you wanted to get another dog and name it Cheese?
And yet, that's not what I named this dog.
Tragic. A missed opportunity.
I thought about it. I'm not gonna lie. No, but he's a grumpy old boy, and he only likes certain people. He doesn't really like to show his affection at all. So I was like, I kind of want my own companion, my own little amigo.
Amigo.
Yeah, so I started looking for little dogs, and I looked probably for about 10 months before I found Gizmo. And so I had already started university when I found her on eBrandon. I did look on all the adoption websites, like constantly. I was going through, between eBrandon, the Humane Society, and Funds for Furry Friends. Because Funds is where we got the family dog Crackers. He was a rescue. And so I really wanted to rescue a dog. I just couldn't find one that matched my lifestyle and personality, or what I was looking for in a dog on that website. But I did find Gizmo on eBrandon. She was so ugly. Well, she was. I mean, I love her, but
Do you remember when you first introduced me to Gizmo?
Yeah, you thought she was the ugliest thing you'd ever seen.
I was sitting there on your kitchen floor, and I looked you in the eye, and I said this to you, and I was like, Jolene, I don't know how to tell you this, but this might be the ugliest dog I've ever seen in my life. And I was worried because I thought I was going to hurt your feelings, but you were like, no, I know, that's why I picked her.
I love her so much. Why do you think I named her Gizmo?
Gremlin.
She looks like a little gremlin. She has wicked snaggletooth and huge ears. Her eyes kind of bulge out of her head.
That's the best part of her. Maggie, actually, we said how we got them, but we didn't really describe them.
Describe Maggie.
She's an old English bulldog, which is apparently different from a regular English bulldog.
In what way?
I don't know. I think they're a little bit shorter, their legs. And they're a bit more, stockier. I don't know. I have no idea what the difference is.
Sounds like a scam.
I guess, yeah. She's, 60 pounds. She's so heavy.
My God, Gizmo's 5 pounds, and she's almost 2 years old. And she's not getting any bigger.
Maggie's 3, and she has a smushed little face, and she also has not a snaggletooth, but I think we often compare her to an orc.
Yeah, she does have those really big canine teeth.
Which is the underbite.
The underbite, yeah.
And she snorts because her nose is squished, and all the neighborhood kids think she's mean, and they get scared, and I'm like, please don't be afraid of her. She's really not being mean. That's just how she breathes. She can't breathe. So she just lives that way.
She's really a sweet girl. She really just wants companionship. She loves people.
She has no tail. So when she sees you and she's happy, she doesn't wag her tail. She just wiggles her entire butt. And if she's really excited, she wiggles her entire body.
It's so adorable.
It's a sight.
She just barks. So just imagine this tiny little 5-pound Shih Tzu just coming at you, looks totally berserk.
She's just so mad about everything.
But see, the thing is, she's just so excited. She just sounds mad. Her eyes are just bulging out of her head, and she's just running at you with this super high-pitched bark. It's probably the most annoying thing I've ever heard.
It's like you see her and she just screams.
I do love her so much, though. Don't get me wrong. She's very annoying, but I love her so much.
Oh, goodness. I love Maggie. I didn't know it was possible to love someone more than I love myself. But
what a Leo. If you guys didn't know what her zodiac sign was, Hailey is a Leo. All the way.
Maggie is a Taurus.
You know your dog's zodiac sign?
Yeah, do you not know your dog's zodiac sign?
It's probably also a Taurus. Her birthday is 2 days after your dog's.
Well.
Or is it 2 days before? It's 2 days before. It's your sister's birthday.
Right, a Taurus. Anyway.
So, moving past our own dogs and how much we love them and how we came about getting them, do you guys think university residence halls should allow dogs? Like Brandon University, do you think they should allow dogs or other pets? So there are universities that do allow pets. Like, what was the name of the place? I literally just looked it up. Lee Moore's University. There's some university in Northern Carolina, like amongst various universities in the United States that do have pet-friendly residence halls.
It's gotta be a toughie. Because if you let one dog in, you let all the dogs in. Like, it's fine if a kid's like, hey, I brought, like, my tiny Yorkie. Could I, like, have that? They'd be like, oh, yeah, sure. It's just, like, a little tiny dog. But then the next kid comes in with their, like, freaking St. Bernard. Are they going to say no? They can't.
Well, you see, apartments do.
No. Really?
Yes.
Why?
We'll talk about that and the pros and cons of pet ownership as a student. You want to start us off with the pros here?
Oh, pros. You have a freaking dog, man. That's the number one pro right there. You have a dog, you have a companion, you have a lifelong friend.
What if you have a cat?
Also could be a lifelong friend. Bonus shout out to Charlie and Cooper. A lifelong friend, a soul sister, a brother, a bro. You can just spend all your time with them. You can completely just like have your entire world revolve around them. But if you gotta go out, you gotta go out. That's fine. Guess what? Your dog, friend magnet. Friend magnet. Could help you get girls, could help you get guys for romantic interests or just friendship, The dog is your companion that helps you receive new companions as well. Boom.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. No matter how soul sister you got there for a minute. If you don't know, in the Career Center, there is Doug. Very, very nice man.
Hi, Doug.
This past fall, we lost Doug's dog, Midge. She passed away of old age. She was an old girl, but Midge would come to the university every single day and hang out. All the students could go and just give her treats and pets. She was so sweet. She always went to the career days and sat on a table, and you could give her little pets there. She was blind, so it's not like she really went anywhere.
And, like, almost deaf, too.
She was that old. She was the sweetest girl.
She always had the best clothes. I loved all her sweaters and her little boots.
She was adorable. But yeah, Doug made a lot of friends having Midge around.
It's true. There you go. You know what? Dogs also need to go on walks. You know what you need to do? When you've been inside for like 2 days straight, eating nothing but packaged ramen, you need to get outside and take a walk too. So guess what? Your dog helps you exercise. And they improve your mental health. They help you get into a routine. To quote a brilliant film made popular by one Reese Witherspoon, exercise gives you endorphins. And endorphins make you happy. So there you go. You're out there, you're exercising, your dog's exercising, you're both getting endorphins, you're both happy. So these dogs improve mental health. According to a 2017 report by the American College Health Association, college students report high rates of stress, loneliness, anxiety, and depression. So studies have shown that pets can increase people's levels of oxytocin, a hormone that reduces anxiety and lowers blood pressure by 300%. Not even 100%. Not even a perfect score, more than perfect.
I don't think that's what that means.
I do.
Okay.
I'm not a med student. How would I know?
Clearly. So moving on to the cons of pet ownership, because all good things, have some bad things about them too. Pets are freaking expensive. One time, actually just quite recently, Gizmo decided to, I don't know what she did. I guess she decided to eat something she maybe shouldn't have. I never really got a clear answer on this, but I paid $250 to take her to the vet just to find out she has a little upset tummy. Like, it's ridiculous. I mean, I get it. Vets gotta make their money too. But that hurt.
That hurt.
Another con about pets, they are a huge time commitment. You do have to make that dedication to exercising them, feeding them, doing all these things with them. They don't care about your midterms. They don't care that you are stressed out and you don't have time to love them. Because dogs, pets in general, they always need to be loved. They always need to be cared for. They are not self-sufficient. Well, cats kind of are, but, you still need to remember some things about them. Remember they exist.
I think Maggie cares when I'm stressed.
She, obviously, pets, they care about their owners, but just because you're stressed out and you're trying to study for midterms doesn't mean they don't want to play.
Yeah, doesn't mean that they can just go without dinner.
Yeah, doesn't mean you can just leave them locked up all day.
Oh, no.
You have to be taking care of them. They are a huge time commitment. As students, we are constantly operating on an especially stressful and unpredictable schedules, and pets need that routine to function properly. They really do work better when they have strict routines. They can get very stressed out very easily, and that's not good for them. Another con about pet ownership is they limit the places that you can live. So, obviously, university residents, not many of them, and especially BU, does not allow pets to be in the dorms. Well, actually at BU, I guess you can have a non-dangerous fish.
What's a dangerous fish?
Well, there's lionfish that are poisonous, and I'm sure you can't have a fucking tuna.
A whole tuna.
You can't have a tuna.
God, what if you got like a hamster?
No, you can't have a hamster. Only a fish.
Really? Only a fish.
Yeah. And I would have it checked by resident services too, just to be sure. They also allow service animals, but that's a process. You have to have it all registered through accessibility services. Just check the resident handbook before you go making any decisions about getting a fish. Just to be on the safe side.
What if I get my fish and then sign it up as a therapy fish?
You don't live in residence.
I might.
I don't think there's such thing as therapy fish.
You don't know that. He could have worked very hard for his license.
No comment. Besides university dorms, though, it's pretty difficult to find a pet-friendly apartment. There are options available, but they are rather limited, and many of those places charge, sometimes an expensive pet deposit fee that you just for having a little furry creature running around. I know, they're really restricted too sometimes on the kind of pet that you're allowed in. Some apartment buildings, they only allow cats. Other ones, they kind of go by size of dog. You see, typically most places that go by size of dog measure in weight, so they want a dog that's under 20 pounds. However,
Maggie would have to walk.
Yeah, she'd just have to take a hike.
Man.
She's not getting into...
She'd be turned away at the door, on site. Evicted.
My little brother lives in Winnipeg. He goes to the U of M. His Apartment complex. He lives in a townhouse, and there's also apartments near that are part of the same complex. They allow one dog, but it's not like under 15 pounds, the restriction. It's under 15 centimeters.
What?
Yeah, it's really, really confusing. Like,
You're gonna bring the dog in and they're gonna, okay, let's get this over with, and they bring out the measuring tape?
Yeah, like, it's so very confusing that 15 centimeters.
Is Gizmo 15 centimeters long?
I think she's just under. So she would be okay. I love her.
Wait, is it long or tall?
See, that's the confusing part. Also, why? Why wouldn't it be 15 pounds? That would make more sense. But okay. You know, I didn't create the rules.
The optimal dog is about 15 centimeters long.
And finally, the last con about pet ownership is they get in the way of spontaneity. You know, you can't just go take a semester abroad. You can't just go for a nice little weekend getaway. And you know what? You might not be able to take the pet home. What if you get a pet, you don't tell your family about it, and they don't want it? They don't want it in their house. Or maybe they're allergic. If you get a dog, and then it turns out your dad or your mom or whoever is allergic, they're not, you know, you're not going to be bringing that dog home. So where does the pet go? You can usually leave pets alone for a couple hours, but you can't leave them alone for a whole weekend. This being said, there are some alternatives to owning a pet if you are unable to do so.
Like I said before, I'm allergic to cats, mildly. You know, my parents aren't cat people. I live with my parents. Your friends' pets, they're your pets now. I'm joking. They're not. You can't take them home with you. But you know, if you're hanging out with your friends and they got a pet, guess what? You get free cuddles. You get to pet a dog or a cat for free. And that's better than any friendship. I think. But no, you can do a lot more than that. You can volunteer or work with pets, become like a dog walker or a dog sitter, or volunteer at the Humane Society, or a pet shop.
Yeah, there is a PetSmart that's supposedly supposed to open up.
I am so excited about the PetSmart. They just put up the big sign for it. It looks beautiful.
Did you apply?
Not yet.
'Cause you can be a dog groomer. Or a cashier.
You could just spend your entire day at work with dogs. Everyone go apply to PetSmart right now. Except don't, because I want to apply. So save your applications for something else. But yeah, you could also, you know, if you're in need of more options, you're desperate, get a plushie. Get a plushie. Get a stuffed animal. You're a grown-ass human. You're allowed to have a stuffed animal if you want. It could be any breed you want. Go ahead. Get a dog. As long as it's filled with cotton.
That's what my brother did.
Oh my god, I love that.
He loves Shiba Inus, and those are obviously too big for his apartment restrictions. Not to mention that his roommates are cat people, and they don't want a dog.
Oh.
So yeah, he has a Shiba Inu stuffed plushie, so he can pretend he has a dog.
Oh. Oh, that's...
It's really sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it's also sweet.
Yeah. You know what? Have you ever been to one of the long nights against procrastination?
No, but I really do keep meaning to go.
They bring therapy dogs. They're the light of my life. God, I forget what her name was. Do you remember the name of the dog with the... It was like a little like poodle, and she had like a little bow in her hair. She cured all my ailments. I had like 3 essays due. I hadn't started. And she was just there, and she looked me in the eyes, and she spoke to me, and she said, "You can do it, Hailey. You can do it." And guess what? I wrote them the next day. I did not write them that day. I was too busy hanging out with her.
Pawesome.
No, No. That one was a little rough around the edges there.
Well, so we're going to put this question out to you guys. Shut up, would you?
I'm sorry, we're just so funny.
Are we?
No. So, we're putting the question up to you.
Should Brandon University residents allow pets besides fish? Let us know. You can find us on social media at weekqueensbu, or you can email us weekqueens.bu@gmail.com. You can also find our website. Links are available through our social media. So thank you guys so much for listening. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you have any ideas for future episodes or anything you'd like to talk to us about, be sure to contact us. And we hope you guys have a great week. And best of luck on everybody's first round of midterms.
Oh boy. You can do it, homies.
Pause up to you.
Oh. Okay, goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Everyone.
We just gotta go.